I'd be lying if I said I didn't ever hate my mother. It's always assumed that I hate my parents because I'm talking about childhood trauma. I'm talking about raising my kids in a very opposite way than I was raised. I can't speak for Sabrina last year or even Sabrina 6 months ago, but it is quite the opposite for me now. I love my parents and I love everything that they did with what they had, because that's the truth about parenting, is you just do your best with what you have. And when I was being brought up, my mom was doing the best with what she had, and there has been so much empathy found with realizing all of that. If you hate your mom, you either have two choices: to not have her in her life or to learn how to accept her where she's at. My daughters love my mom, and I knew that cutting my mom out was not an option. Let's be honest, although abusive, my childhood trauma does not compare to some of the things people out here are enduring. So what did I do? I attended therapy and I grieved. I grieved. I think this is a bit inevitable when you start your healing journey. You start realizing that, wow, some people really do have parents that have been there from day one. Some people have unconditional love parents. It's heartbreaking because as a kid, you grow up and you're like, wow, my parent is a superhero. Then it's almost like one day you realize, like, wow, they're not who I thought they were. That was the case for me. The first feeling I felt was resentment and anger. I was probably the angriest person you could find. The words "I hate my parents" came out of my mouth more times than you could probably ever count. But it was just this year that I realized that I can either continue channeling hate and resentment, which takes a lot of energy, or I could step into my power. I could step into acceptance. That is exactly what I did. I accept my parents for who they are and nothing more. I think this is a great tip for anyone in your life. Accept them for who they are and nothing more. Drop all of your expectations, honestly. Stop expecting your siblings and your friends to call you on your birthday and wish you a happy birthday. That leads to disappointment. Stop expecting your mother-in-law to reach out and stay in touch with your kids. That leads to disappointment. So that's just it. Drop the idea of what a good mother is in your head. And obviously this doesn't apply to everyone. If you come from a super toxic home and you don't want your mom in your life, that's totally up to you. But if you're looking to heal that mother wound and move on, maybe this will help. I don't expect my mom to call me often or to stay in touch or to know what's going on in my kids' lives. I don't expect her to call on my kids' birthdays. This way, by dropping all expectations, when things do work out and she does come around, it's that much sweeter. Because I didn't expect anything. Guess just remember that this is her first life that she's ever lived also. If she inflicted trauma, she probably comes from a traumatic background as well. Moral of the story: find empathy and step into your own power. Now I'm gonna go take my mom on a mommy-daughter date.